Thank you, Game Freak, for all that you've done. Hey, this is GatorX, and recently a trend was started by Mystic Umbreon called #ThankYouGameFreak. It's been going all around over Twitter and here on YouTube just a bit, so I figured I'd just go ahead and take some time to talk about a few Pokemon memories, or at least just thank Game Freak for everything they're doing. Obviously, this is in response to the situation going on with Pokemon. Pokemon's not necessarily in a good spot right now. At the very least, the fandom is. As far as the games, anime, card game, that's all up in the air. The card game and anime are obviously doing much better than the games. But the point is, obviously, with how Sword and Shield are shaping up, you can have your opinions. When it gets to toxicity, when it gets to harassment, that's obviously not okay. And I do want to say that it goes for both sides, or all four sides, because technically there are probably more so 4 or 5 sides to all of this. Extremists on either side. And being rude to people over a video game, over a children's video game, is not worth it. Whether you're defending the game, whether you're criticizing the game, which again, you can criticize in a good way, but when you're harassing people from either side, it's not great. But point is, Game Freak obviously has done a lot for Pokemon, obviously being the developers of the main games. And I've been playing these games for years, ever since I was about 6 years old, so, you know, years and years ago. Miraculously, I was actually able to complete Pokemon Blue version, which, yes, that's what I started with. And since Blue version, I was able to complete every other generation after that. Obviously, I've had low points in it. Blue version was my introduction to it, and then I really picked it up with Generation 2, and into Generation 3. Generation 3 has got to be one of my favorite generations. Just there are so many memories that I've had from there. At that point, I was around the age of, you know, Pokemon's main demographic, not younger like I was when I originally started, but I noticed a lot more with the marketing with Pokemon. For me, it felt like Pokemon was everywhere, and around the time of Ruby Sapphire, that was kind of later on in the life of Ruby Sapphire, like Generation 3, that's when we got the 10-year anniversary of Pokemon, so it just felt really monumental. And then, of course, you know, cut to recently, we had the 20th anniversary, so it was even bigger and crazier. Gen 4, I had a bit of a lull. Gen 5, I was kind of getting back into things. Gen 6, I got to play alongside my brand new friends, who are still my friends to this day. Generation 7, I built my channel off of. And Generation 8 coming up, it's going to be interesting. I don't want to say I've had a bad experience with Generation 8, but obviously, again, the situations in the fandom have been crazy, but I'm looking forward to it. Of course, will I like it 100%? I don't know. Will it be my favorite Pokemon game? Will it be the best Pokemon game? I don't know. I'm gonna have to play it to find out. But I don't know. Pokemon has always been the franchise that I've loved the most, and despite originally starting my channel to be a Yu-Gi-Oh channel, really, I always like Pokemon more than Yu-Gi-Oh. I like Pokemon more than, like, anything. And recently, I've been playing a lot more on Nintendo Switch, not just Pokemon, because there are so many other great games, and because we don't really have a full-on Pokemon game for the Switch yet. So, almost in recent years, while I've continued the channel, it kind of feels like maybe I haven't been fully into Pokemon, but I'm really looking forward to Generation 8 being a return for me to Pokemon, to 100% Pokemon. And I've mentioned in previous videos, I'm not just going to be playing the games, I'm also going to be watching the anime week by week if I can. I want to be getting back into the card game a little more. Like, I realize, you know, Pokemon isn't just the main series games, it's the community, which currently we need to work on mending that, and it's also everything else that it entails, and I just want to be a bigger part of that. But anyway, that's sort of it for this quick little mini video. The video that's been playing in the background is a neat little thing that's been going on that Pokemon has made. It's a little website where you can basically just generate a video based off of your memories of Pokemon. You can select certain generations and certain Pokemon and moments to be in it. I'll leave a link in the description if you'd like to make one of these yourself. Again, it's just a generator based on some questions that you answer. It is in Japanese, but it's pretty easy to figure out. But anyway, if you enjoyed the content, leave a like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. Let me know some of your favorite memories down in the comments below as far as Pokemon goes. Like I said, me specifically, it was Generation 3's marketing and Generation 6's friendliness with all my friends, just the community, or at least my personal community in Generation 6. But anyway, yeah, if you enjoyed the content, leave a like, subscribe, all that cool stuff. You can enable notifications by clicking the bell icon next to the subscribe button. This will make sure you see each new video as it comes out, and it will make you a member of the Chingling Squad. Anyway, this has been GatorX. Thank you, Game Freak.